All right, Aquarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's have a look at what's going on in your love life. All right, Aquarius. For right now, I see someone giving up on the connection. If you're expecting this person to see things from a different perspective, if you're seeing this person to kind of fight for this connection, or wanting someone who can be independent from following the flock, being a leader, it's not happening. I see someone out here is more of a follower, following the herd, instead of trying to do things in a more non-conformist way. That's a conformist. Very rigid, very set in their ways. This is someone definitely who I feel has a lot of outdated belief systems, very outdated thinking. Very, oh, I can't do that, that can't happen, oh, that's not possible, that's very difficult to happen, we don't do it this way, you know. So for right now, I see someone as giving up, refusing to see things from different angles, or at least trying to, they're not even putting themselves into your shoes and trying to see the situation. Like, at least they should put themselves in your shoes, okay, and see things from your point of view. They refuse to do it. Definitely not ready for a relationship. This could be someone who's paranoid about an ex, believing illusions, trust issues, insecurities, fears, which makes them very hyper independent. Okay, so that's influencing this. No partnership, not learning from past mistakes, feeling restricted. If this is a long distance relationship that they are trying to pursue, they feel long distance cannot work out. Um, they feel the relationship is very difficult. There are too many obstacles that are going to happen or that can happen between you and them. So they don't even fight about it. They don't even fight for it. So it looks like for right now, they are wanting to turn their back to this situation without even working for it. And they're too isolated. Like, you know, they've cut off themselves too much from you, from the situation. So what they do is slowly, they're disconnecting from reality also. So they're alone, right? So when they're alone, they think alone, they ask alone, they get the same answers alone. You know, they're not allowing any wisdom to come through them. They're not taking any guidance, not acting on their dreams. You are the one that they want. There's too much of procrastination. There is too much of, you know, you're not dealing with a rebel here. If you are a rebel, if you are someone who's like, yeah, we gotta fight for this, you know, like, let's fight for this, let's do something different, let's think out of the box, let's break the mold. They're not ready for it. They're very obliged to follow traditions, very obliged to follow rules and regulations, very obliged to do what they're expected to do rather than what they really want to do. Again, like I said, this person out here is like an old thinker, you know. They don't think, they don't have any revolutionary thoughts, or, you know, they don't have any new thoughts, they don't want to do anything new. They just want to stick to what they know or what they've known. So they're just procrastinating. They don't finish. They're not even trying to finish what they've started. See, in the past also, living in the past is very powerful, you know. They were living in the past, living in beautiful memories between you and them, or even living in the past and holding on to grudges against you. But they were not open to new possibilities also in the past. They were restraining themselves emotionally, okay, thinking that, oh, you know what, love, everything, all this is bullshit. Let's be practical. There is nothing called love. See, they were living their life with a very, very closed heart in the past also. Right now, even if they are maturing enough, understanding that they want to come towards you, they still won't do it. The past has a very strong grip on them. They may need forgiveness or they may have to forgive. having a real hard time. This person out here is having a real hard time moving on from their past. So what they do is they're literally jumping from one frying pan into another. It's like jumping from one situation to another, and it's just getting worse. They're getting worse and worse. They're getting stuck into that wet mud, if you see what I'm saying. To forget someone else, they must have been with you. Not to forget you, they're moving towards someone else, or they're moving towards money, or they're moving towards marriage. That's what they're doing. It's like they don't want to heal, they don't want to deal with situations head on, but they'll just be like, oh, I'm going to jump from this to this and keep everything unfinished. They're leaving everything unfinished. They don't want to take accountability or ownership for any of the decisions that they make. Like, yeah, of course I love Aquarius, okay, but it's not possible. So, you know what I'll do is I'll just leave that there, leave it in the back burner, and I'll start doing something else, or I'll start talking to someone else. So I don't have to deal with the truth. See? So desperate to reach out to you. But that's a very egoist energy, very egoistic energy. It's like, I'm not going to get back to Aquarius. I'm not talking to Aquarius for sure. Not going to make a fool of myself. That's what they're saying. They're desperately trying to feed their ego, desperately being so rigid. So there's so much of lack of flexibility within themselves. See? They may want a non-committal relationship, Aquarius, and maybe you're looking for something serious, or they may just be going back to their past. I think they may be going back to their past. It's like, I don't need to be with Aquarius, I'd rather go back to my past. It could be either. Okay, it's a general reading. I can't be very specific here. I mean, they're not being active. Let's just say, even if they're not going back to their past, they need to power through the situation, right? They're not. It's a very inactive energy out here. They just won't move. They're stagnant. They're staying still, like completely secluded themselves. But they need to get out of that seclusion. So this is someone you haven't spoken to for a very long time. See? This is their biggest issue out here. Their biggest lesson that they need to learn is to follow their heart. The biggest lesson that they need to learn is to act on their dreams, to act on their feelings, to pursue what they really feel deep down. They won't do it. They won't do it. They're not ready to act on an idea that they keep daydreaming about, which is you. Still procrastinating the idea of kind of coming towards you. They'll miss you like crazy, reread old text messages, but won't reach out to you. I feel this person has like a very overly romantic approach to your situation where, oh yeah, it's gonna happen, it's gonna work out. Oh, it was so beautiful, me and like when you start reading text messages, you start to see old pictures, then you start to, assume them in your head, right? Like, yeah, it's really happening, it's really happening. Very disillusioned. They're scared you'll break their heart. They could have been hurt in the past and they haven't healed, or then they're too scared your words, intentions, actions are going to hurt them and hurt them bad, which is why they are not reaching out to you. But there's a lot of negative self-talk. Yeah, I don't think you're even doing, none of this is you're doing. It's all they're doing. If the relationship isn't moving anywhere or isn't start getting off ground between you and them, it's only them. It's only them. My God, so much of constant restrictions. Okay. So in the near future, for right now, they're cutting you off, not trusting their intuition, cutting you off, listening to other people's opinions, looking at other people's opinions as facts, talking to people who they don't give a shit about, not vibing with the people that they're with. They don't vibe with the crew, they don't vibe with people that they are in, or they don't vibe with the people that they're talking to. They don't even like the people that they're talking to. So either they're choosing to stay completely alone, by themselves, isolated, negligent social life, or this person may just be talking to random people who are absolutely irrelevant. Okay.